Alrighty guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Review, to another Star Wars Deleted Scenes video. Today I'm going to be going over the scenes found on the 2002 DVD release of Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. So just like The Phantom Menace, I'll be doing two parts for Attack of the Clones. This part is the DVD is deleted scenes, but the second part will be the scenes on the 2011 Blu-ray release of Attack of the Clones. So yeah, because there's completely different scenes, so, these ones for DVD are more completed scenes, more, completed CGI and whatnot, where the Blu-ray ones are incomplete, some don't have any CGI at all, and whatnot, so, yeah. But, anyways, let's jump in. I believe there's 8 scenes, DVD, which, first up, there's Padmé addresses the Senate. It shows Padmé addressing the Senate about the vote to create, an army for the Republic, and she's, not wanting to, and whatnot. She also talks about the assassination attempts on her, I think at this point, when this scene would be, it was just the one assassination attempt on her, so, yeah, it's a fine scene, but it's also fine that it's not in the movie. Then there's a Jedi Temple analysis room, which shows Obi-Wan taking the poisonous dart when Jango Fett shot at as a weasel to some analyzers. There's some droid analyzers. Well, they don't analyze droids; they are droids. And they analyze stuff. But in the Jedi Temple, and he takes them to them, and they're not able to figure out where the dart came from. But then, Obi-Wan gets back, is like, oh, I know someone, which is obviously Dexter Jetster. So yeah, the scene, it doesn't really have much we can't hardly figure out in the movie, so yeah, it's fine that it's not there, because it's really not needed. And then there's Obi-Wan and Mace, Jedi landing platform. Which shows Obi-Wan and Mace Windu talking while Obi-Wan heads to a ship, and what they're saying is in the movie. It's about if a Jedi could have erased the files on Kamino, and that Anakin isn't ready for his assignment and whatnot. But which in the movie, it's Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and Yoda, talking about that stuff. So yeah, it's in there, but in a different way with the inclusion of Yoda. So yeah, it's cool seeing the Jedi landing platform, I guess, but it's really not anything special, and the scene works better in the movie. How it is in the movie. And then there's extended arrival on Naboo, which, just the extended version of when Padmé and Anakin arrive on Naboo, and they're walking around on Padmé, Anakin talking about, her being queen and now senator and whatnot, but there's some more stuff with Padmé talking about her family and whatnot, which those mentions of her family were obviously cut because of the next two scenes I'll be talking about, which are Padmé's parents' house, which that scene shows Padmé taking Anakin to her parents' house and introducing him to her family, and whatnot. And then they have they eat, and her parents are worried about her and about the assassination attempts, which Padmé tries to brush it off as nothing serious. And then they ask Anakin if it is serious, which Anakin says that it is. But then later we see Padmé, sister, and her mother talking, and they say that Anakin obviously has feelings for her and whatnot, which she tries to brush that off, saying that the relationship is just, purely professional. Yeah. And we also see Anakin talking to Padmé's father on the garden, which, there's actually a deleted scene on the Blu-ray release of that, so I'll talk about that in the next part. But yeah, the scene. It's nice to see Padmé's family and whatnot, but I'm fine that it was cut. So yeah. In the next scene is Padmé's parents' house. Also, the scene titled Padmé's bedroom shows Anakin and Padmé in her bedroom and she's packing up some bags, and I guess she still technically lives there. But obviously, Aiden lives on Coruscant. But anyways, and you can see some like hologram picture thingies on the wall, and talks to Padmé about them and whatnot. It's like the first one shows like her with two aliens, and I guess like the species and it's like going extinct or something like that. So yeah, and then there's another picture of her in the earlier days as a like senator or something like that. I honestly don't remember. So yeah, the scene is fine, but this stuff with Padmé talking about the pictures is neat, but it's really not anything deep or special. So yeah, and it's cutting along with the other scenes, so I'm fine that they're gone. And then there's Dooku interrogates Padmé, which shows Padmé and Dooku talking. There's really no interrogation really, but Padmé asks Dooku to hand over Obi-Wan, which Dooku refuses unless Naboo joins the Separatists. So yeah, and then obviously Padmé doesn't agree, and so they, her and Anakin get sent to go on trial. Talking about that in a moment, but yeah, the scene, and I'm fine that it was quite really not that much. But then the next scene and final scene, Anakin and Padmé on trial, shows Anakin and Padmé being put on trial and found guilty by Poggle Lesser. It was a very long trial. It was like a minute long. Poggle Lesser it was obvious that he already had his, knew what he wanted, and I don't get the point of the trial, but, yeah, and, it was deleted because of the, previous scene also being deleted, so, yeah, and the scene doesn't really have much, and I'm fine that it was cut, so, yeah, that's all the deleted scenes found on the DVD release. Honestly, none of them I really cared about too much. None of them really needed to be in the movie, so I'm fine that all of them were cut. So yeah, yeah, none of them were special, really in any way. Yeah. Anyways, the next deleted scenes video I'm doing the 2011 Blu-ray release of Attack of the Clones, so you could check that out then. So yeah, you can also check out the ones that are on the Phantom Menace and the original trilogy. Also, I'll be doing ones on Revenge of the Sith soon. Also, and the Disney era stuff and probably Clone Wars too. So yeah, but anyways, I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.